Teresa, thanks very much indeed. Now, a plan to create a quarry in the Upper Clyde Valley has sparked one of the most bitter environmental rows in Scotland in recent history. The quarry company Patersons has asked for planning permission to excavate a site at Overburns Farm near Biggar. But local people say they don't trust the company, that it will create pollution and hamper fishing on the river. Our reporter Laura Bicker has been to the site for herself and joins us now. And Laura, what's the plan there?
Well, the plan revolves around the River Clyde. In this part of South Lanarkshire, it meanders through villages such as Biggar, Symington, and curves towards the Pentland Hills through fields with sheep and cattle. But it's also rich in minerals, sand and gravel, the minerals we need to make our roads and houses. So the quarry company Patersons wants to make use of this and excavate the land. They've asked for planning permission before, but they were refused. They hope to be luckier this time. But I spoke to organic dairy farmer Ian Parker, whose land borders the quarry site.
Yes, well, I'm concerned about the message this sends out to farmers like myself. We spend a lot of time, money and effort trying to adhere to the Environmental Protection Agency's rules and regulations. And yet, this company, Patersons, are going to totally destroy the river and its floodplain. Why should we bother to control pollution from our farms when the river's going to be completely destroyed?
Well, as you said, David, this is becoming one of the most bitter planning rows in Scotland in recent years. Campaigners say they will fight for as long as it takes. They're even putting aside funds for any possible legal costs just in case they have to take their fight to court.
So what is it about the company that local people say they don't trust?
Well, one of the campaigners has actually been researching the company Patersons. In order to submit a plan to the council, they have to make an independent check of their flood risk assessment for the site. So Patersons asked this company, Envirocentre Limited. It turns out that these two companies have something or someone in common, as local campaigner David Wilson discovered.
I basically found that two of the directors of Envirocentre were also main board directors of Patersons Quarries, and those gentlemen were William Paterson and James Richardson.
And how surprised were you by that?
I was astounded. It's one of those sort of double take moments where you look at the bits of paper and you think that can't be right.
So campaigners say that these two directors sitting on the boards of both companies it's a serious undeclared conflict of interest. Both companies have refused to comment.
So they've had nothing to say?
Nothing to say.
OK, Laura, thank you very much indeed for that. Our reporter Laura Bicker there. The time just approaching 10 to 8.